So I'm not a hookup guy, so I don't really. Which is also a reason why I don't think I am a hookup guy, because that sounds so boring. To be so ingenuine, to just like hang out and do all this shit, even though you don't care, because all you're trying to do is hook up. That sounds horrible and such a waste of time. To have, like, the best 2 minutes of your life. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe 5 minutes, but like, I'm kidding. But like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of dudes that you just feel that vibe and you're just like.
Well, it's.
I don't
know. It's not most guys, but I'm not a hookup guy, so I don't know about that. But that sucks. Well, if you are looking for a hookup,
I mean, yeah, ultimately, I guess if you're,
we're getting into the real nitty gritty here.
Yeah, if you're have some kind of substance and you are interesting and not just like some weirdo,
Right.
like for sure, like there's no, I'm not opposed to it.
Isn't it interesting how, okay, so it's like, let's say you are like, you're not looking for, hey, meet you in 5 minutes, we're going to hook up, but you are not looking for a relationship either. And so, like, let's say the guy's looking for just a hookup, because the guy's either looking for a hookup or he's looking for a relationship.
Right.
It's kind of, that's the two.
Yeah, basically.
Isn't it weird that the vetting process to feel safe and secure for a woman, even for a hookup, is the exact same process to find out if you want to be in a relationship?
Absolutely.
Doesn't that suck?
I feel like, okay, so going back to the whole like coffee date situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coffee is definitely like to get to know someone.
It's just a ticket to get to date number 2 for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also feel like if the end goal is just to hook up, why are we getting coffee? It's too damn early for that shit. Let's go get drinks. Because at the end of the day, if all I'm trying to do is fuck, like, let's skip the niceties. Let's go straight to the shots. Let's get real. Let's get honest. Let's get these fake ass walls down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like, what's really good? Like, what's up? And it's not to say like you fucking take 3 shots and all of a sudden you're like, so you're trying to get this dick or nah? But at the same time, like, alcohol kind of loosens you up.
Yeah.
It makes you more like.
Yeah, you don't get coffee to hook up.
Yeah, nah. Unless you're trying to put some Jameson in that shit.
Right. Yeah, you're not like.
That's true.
The lattes are delicious here. When are we going to fuck? Like, that's not how it happens. Yeah. No, a bar is like we're going to hook up. And it's already night. It's later. Like you said, you're drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a hookup scene for sure.
So that's an interesting point then, because since I already know I am not wanting to be in a relationship, then that just defaults to hookup.
More or less.
I mean,
like, I feel like it's
which is weird. That definitely has not been my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So I just realized right now, like, as we're talking, oh shit, I'm now just in hookup territory.
Did I bring that up, or was there an alignment with the planets that just injected that into you right now?
Nobody's injecting anything into me.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm just kidding, of course. But there's levels. There's somewhat levels to hook up, right? Because I know people that are on Tinder, and they've told me like the quickest I've had sex is within 5 minutes of meeting the person.
Yeah.
So there's that where it's
that's
borderline like there's
scary.
out there. It is scary. It's like the most risky thing ever.
Right. Yeah.
And then there is like, I don't really want a relationship, but I just want to hang out and then hook up. There's like kind of that.
kind of like friends with benefits type of thing where we can hang out, go places, maybe date or and hook up after.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's a thing. There is an in-between, and I think you're in the in-between.
Yeah.
What is difficult, and I will say this, I think for guys, and hear me out on this, it's very difficult for a guy. We're more black and white, right? So we're very like, I mean, I have friends that are girls, but it's rare because usually if a guy like takes notice with a girl, you immediately want to date them. You're not like, oh, that's a cool girl. Like maybe I'll be friends with her. You're immediately like attracting. You're like, let's see if
like there's something. Let's see what we can do here.
That's how a dude's brain works. Yeah. That's why like whenever there's a girl like he's just a friend, it's like, oh really? If you tried to have sex with him, he would 1,000% have sex with you, right? Well, maybe no, he would. That's just kind of how it is, right? So as a dude, it's I mean not everybody, but it's very kind of black and white. It's like you're either kind of like investigating to see if you like the person and you want to do that more, or you're just looking to hook up.
Yeah.
It's more, which that's what I'm saying. How frustrating is it for the dude? Because it's like, hey, I just want to hook up, but now I got to like financially go and pay for all this stuff and spend all this time, and like we got to talk and I got to know who you are. In reality, I just want to hook up. You know what I mean? Like you have to go through the whole. There's no like what does a vetting process for hooking up look like if it was totally different thing than the relationship vetting process? Like I don't know what that looks like.
It's one and the same because there's no way that I'm gonna hook up with somebody that I don't have some kind of interest in, or like there has to be some kind of chemistry. You have to like be stable and like safe. I have to know that you're not like some weird creep. So you're going through all the motions, I guess, of narrowing down relationship status, the same way as hooking up. So yeah, you're right. It is one and the same.
What do you think? And this is totally not for a relationship. This is just for hooking up. How many, if you have 10 points, right? And there's 2 categories and you have to divide them however you want. One category is purely physical and the other category is everything you just said. So for a hookup, is it like 9 points are for physical and then I put 1 point and I'm actually learning who the guy is? Or because I just literally today watched something on Dan Bilzerian. He's like, for hooking up, it's 10 out of 10 physical. Like, I don't care about any of that stuff. And they were talking about how women, even if you're just hooking up, there's like a lot more to it mentally. And even if they're just hooking up, like to being attracted to the person.
1,000%.
Versus dudes are more physical.
Yeah. I completely agree that like, I'm definitely getting mind fucked first. So I have to be like,
dude, my mind foreplay kicks the ass of my regular foreplay, dude, 100%.
I'm putting like 8 points into the whole, like, who are you? And you got to like pique my interest and there has to be some chemistry, and like 2 points to physical. Because even if you're not the most like just drop dead perfect body, like that's that's Quis. Not reality for most people,
Solid 7.
You're better than 7, but yeah,
I'm not gonna like, if you're super awesome but you don't have a 6-pack, like I'm not faulting you on that. Like I don't have a 6-pack, I think I'm super awesome, so I feel like I want to judge somebody the same way.
Sure.
But yeah, mind fucking, that is your like entry. That's the way in for sure.
That's facts.
Gentlemen, you heard it here first. You gotta fuck their mind first to get another pants. I'm just kidding.
That's true.
And it'll make the sex so much better.
I sound like such a sleazeball on these shows. Like I really do. Like some of the people that have, over the last few months that I've gone on dates with that have listened and reported back, and they're like, wow, I met you, and then now that I listen to this, I think about this. And I'm like, oh, dude, I don't sound like a nice person. But it is what it is.
This is one of the many facets of your life.
It is. It's one of the many dynamics that I choose to live with.
It's like you don't judge someone based on their Instagram and stuff, Because like that's only a part of their life. But it's not like the full version of them.
Yeah, that's what I've had to say. Is it's not true. Like I'm not lying, but it is a show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's exaggerated or more pronounced, I would think, than you would in real life to somebody, maybe, or a girl.
I don't know. There's also a fact of like you can learn too much about somebody too quickly, even if later on, let's say you might have been attracted to that person, but if you like got it all up front.
I don't know. I'm into that. Like, don't waste my time. If I had like a bio that was just like, and that's, oh, okay, that's who you are, and you could just make a decision from the get.
So if you were to date a guy and you'd be like, hey, I have a podcast and it really outlines a lot about my life,
100.
You would listen to a whole bunch of it before you went and hung out with
100.
him. Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, curiosity would be hard. It would be hard to not do that.
Yeah.
But
gotta do your research.
I guess so. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to check out the Standing Still podcast, both here on YouTube and wherever else you listen to podcasts.